Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week at everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news that in 3 elections over the weekend, democracy seems to be signalling a rejection of the hard line and the hard right. First up, however, we should note that China's foreign exchange reserves in US dollars were little changed in June from May, holding the level they've been since late 2023. But their gold reserves remain unchanged for the second straight month, and that ends a gain of 18 consecutive months. On Saturday, the closely watched non-farm payrolls report for the US was released with a headline result of 260,000 larger employment in June, slightly more than the 190,000 expected. Their unemployment rate changed little at 4.1%. Basically, this data changed their economic situation little, but it has a sense of a slowing trend. US Treasury yields fell on the news, but Wall Street equities took it in its stride. The US dollar eased very slightly. The Fed probably liked what it saw. New York Fed boss said the US economy was doing remarkably well, and there's been significant progress towards inflation's goals. Fed boss Powell will be testifying in Congress this coming week. In Canada, their labour market report for June wasn't positive. In fact, their employed jobs fell a trivial 1,400 when a 22,500 rise was expected. And staying in Canada, there was some slightly more positive news. Their widely watched local June PMI rebounded sharply back to April growth levels, consigning the lowish May result to outlier status. And France is just finishing its voting in the second round of its crucial legislative elections in recent years, with early results suggesting a sharp rejection of the far right. Voter turnout, however, has been described as being unusually high, as are the stakes there. In Iran, the more moderate of the two options for president, a position subservient to the top cleric, won handily in a signal that their population wants less confrontational government and more focus on economic improvement. And the British election delivered an unusually large landslide for its centre-left Labour Party, with strong gains for its third force Lib Dems as well. The hard-right Reform Party won only 5 seats, despite getting 14% of the votes, such as FPP. And in Tokyo, their first female governor secured a third term on Sunday in the capital's election, was also a clear rejection of hard-right nationalist opponents. The US Treasury 10-year yield is now at 4.28% and unchanged from Saturday and down 12 basis points in a week. And Wall Street this week will get the early corporate results for the second quarter, led as usual by some big banks. These upcoming second quarter reports will be following an unusually strong first quarter set, one that gave upbeat forward guidance. There will be interest on whether those bullish views have continued. And the price of gold will start today down $1 from Saturday at $2,389 an ounce. A week ago it was $2,326 an ounce. And oil prices are marginally firmer, just on $83 a barrel in the US, while international Brent price is just on $87 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar starts today 10 basis points firmer from Saturday, now at 61.5 US cents. A week ago it was 61 US cents, so a half a cent rise since. Against the Aussie, we're at 91.1 Australian cents. Against the euro, we're holding at 56.7 euro cents. That all means our trade-weighted index starts today at 70.6 and little changed. You can get more news affecting the economy in New Zealand from interest.co.nz. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston, and we'll do this again tomorrow.